A good day to Dr. Roshida and Dr. Chu. My name is Alia Nozati, and today I'm going to do a presentation on acoustic analysis of word stress placement for L2 learner of German language.
Look at the background. So in the field of linguistics, stress is the emphasis that is given to certain syllables in a word, and there are two levels of stress. The first one is lexical stress and the second one is phrasal stress. So for this study, I'm only going to look at the lexical stress. So all stress syllables in words have one characteristic in common, and that is prominence, and prominence have four key factors, which is intensity, duration, pitch, and also quality. Now we have come to the problem statement, which is, according to Law 2001, L2 learners are most of the time not aware of the stress rules of desired language, causing miscommunication and inarticulacy. So the aim of this study is to actually investigate the word stress placement for L2 learners of German language, and the research question is, what is the placement of word stress that is used by L2 German learners? Number two, what are the key factors of prominence in stress syllables that L2 German learners tend to use? Now for the literature review, there are previous research that focuses on this topic. However, I'm going to look at two of the research, which is Magzuga in 2014 and Jaiprasong and Pongparai in 2020. Both of these studies actually have ended up with the same result, which is the participant tended to transfer stress pattern from the L1 as they are still at the beginner level. I will talk about the methodology. For this research, there is only one participant, which is currently on their first year of German language and linguistic program in University Malaya. This research uses qualitative method. It has two variables. The first one is dependent variable, which is native German speakers online recordings from duden.de, and the second one is an independent variable, which is the participant's recording. For the instruction, participants were asked to produce a total of 7 words consisting of 2, 3, or 4 syllables. The participants would then incorporate those words into a career sentence. Ich habe das Wort gesagt. So researcher decided to use a career sentence to ensure that the words produced are less susceptible to reduction and to make it easier for the participants to say it naturally and in a normal pace. After recording this, researcher then analyzed the placement of word stress using the software Pratt. A little information about German stress rule. German is a stress time language with many rules, which means that only the duration of vowel is considered when deciding if a syllable is stressed or not. So down here I have listed a few of the rules. Let's talk about our finding. So the yellow highlighted syllable is the correct stress placement for these German words, and the blue syllables is the stress placement of the participant. As you can see, at the stress accuracy, there's only 4 words that the participant has correctly stressed, which is Missbrauchen, Gesellschaft, Danke, and Bedanken. Come to the analysis of the word Möglichkeit. So the word Möglichkeit has a stress affecting suffix which is kite. Let us hear the participants recording. Möglichkeit. Let us hear the natives recording. Möglichkeit. So as we can see from these two recordings, the right stress placement is on the first syllable, Mög. From the native recording, we can see that the first syllable has the longest duration and also the highest pitch. However, the participant stressed out the penultimate syllable, lich. As we can see here, the penultimate syllable, lich, has the longest duration of 0.26 seconds, the highest pitch of 235.5 Hz, and the maximum intensity of 75.9 decibel. Analysis is on the word Gesellschaft. So Gesellschaft has an inseparable prefix ge that is unstressed, the suffix schaft that puts the stress on the second last syllable. Let us hear the participants recording. Let us hear the natives recording. As you can see, both recordings are stressed out on the same syllable, which is the penultimate syllable zal. When you look at the participants' recording, you can see at the penultimate syllable, it has all three highest key factors for prominence, which is the longest duration here, the highest pitch, and the maximum intensity. However, when you look at the natives' recording, you can see that the highest pitch is at the first syllable that includes the plosive consonant g, and the intensity is at the last syllable shaft because of the presence of a fricative consonant. However, the penultimate syllable is still the stressed one as it has the longest duration. Take a look at L2 German learners' word stress placement. Let us go to the presence of key factors of prominence. So 5 out of 7 times, L2 learner will put all three, which is duration, pitch, and intensity together into the stress syllable. For an example, danke. Danke, the first syllable is stressed, and in it includes all the highest pitch, longest duration, and maximum intensity. And 2 out of 7 times, there is at least 2 main factors of prominence in the stress syllable of a word. As we can see, missbrauchen, the duration and the intensity is present in the penultimate syllable that is stressed. To summarize this research, we can conclude that L2 German learners tend to place the stress differently from the native speaker, and there were instances where the participant used the stress pattern of their L1, and some other time they will set up an intermediate stress pattern which is different from their L1 or L2, according to Edman 1973. And previous research has shown that the correct stress production plays a role in the understanding of non-native speakers' language for the natives. However, it is still rarely highlighted in the classroom. Further research that includes a larger sample should be done to get a more accurate result that could represent a larger community of the language learner. This needs to be done to determine the reason behind the differences of stress placement and develop an effective strategy to help improve it. That is all from me. Thank you.